And right now, Liverpool sit atop. But I said Liverpool are genuine rivals. They are back to the Liverpool of old against Manchester City. Liverpool beat Man United 3-0 at Old Trafford. The game two, actually, the Liverpool played. I watched as well. Liverpool, who'd they play? They beat Brentford 2-0. One of the things that I saw in both those games was a guy called Ryan Gravenberch, right? The way Ryan Gravenberch was playing is exactly what Liverpool have missed. He's a guy that can play as a number 6, number 8. So that's a defender that gets the ball kind of off the defense. And they're the connection to the forwards. They're the technically superior, but they're all about distribution. Some of the best in that position can be really quick, can dribble their way through tough situations instead of having to pass. Dude, Ryan Gravenberch, who was bought last year under Klopp, has finally got fit. And I'd argue the first 2 games or 3 games of the season that I saw him play were the reasons why kind of Liverpool won. I mean, you see the goal against Man United. If you guys want to go back and watch it, what Gravenberch did, Virgil van Dijk passed to him, Gravenberch turn, beats a player, plays someone in, Jota scores or something. I can't remember who scores. It might have been Alexander-Arnold. I have no idea. And then on top of that, you hear Arne Slot talk about his team, his tactics, his regime. He's inherited Klopp's culture. And right now, Liverpool sit atop. But I said Liverpool are genuine rivals. They are back to the Liverpool of old against Manchester City. When they won, when they just lost, they are back to their old ways. Let me give you something crazy about Man City as well, who sits second, and their manager, Pep Guardiola. For anyone that, again, starts going off, well, Liverpool have a chance, Chelsea have a chance. Pep Guardiola's lost 3 domestic leagues in his career. 3 years out of, God, probably the almost now 15 that he's coached, he's lost 3. The 3 coaches that have beat him, Antonio Conte in the Premier League, I think it was on 93 points. 99 points to Jurgen Klopp when Liverpool won, and 100 points with Jose Mourinho when he had the incredible dream team of Real Madrid with Bale and Ronaldo. You have to beat Pep by getting 90 plus points. 93, but really 100 points gives you a chance to beat Pep. Man United under Sir Alex Ferguson were winning championships or Premier Leagues in the 80s, in the low 80s. God, I reckon they won even one under 80 one year. Despite Liverpool's start, who I'm very bullish on, this is going to be still a tough battle. I mean, Man City's still undefeated. 6-2, 7-1. They're down by 1 point. And they're starting to bridge a gap between Arsenal. Aston Villa's going to be in the Champions League again. They're winning their Champions League group with a crazy-ass group. They haven't lost in the Champions League. They are a serious team, Aston Villa. Wolves exploited them and Fulham nearly beat City. Yes, that's fair. Liverpool's not really getting that exploitation against them too much, which is why I tilt them as the better team. But Man City just knows how to win. And it's, as you've seen, if Man City has 10 games to go and they're near you, they'll catch you. They've done it every year. Arsenal's choked a couple of years in a row because they hear Man City coming. They know how to win. Man City have that mentality. They'll win it again. Oh, statistically speaking, they've got a really high chance. But Villa Bled makes a really good point. And why this year's opened up for everyone is, I'd argue, Man City's most important player is probably Erling Haaland because of the goals he scores. But as a football purist and the guy that makes them tick, the guy that makes the machine run, the oil in the machine run, is Rodri. And Villa Bled says they are one injury in midfield away from struggling. City are not the same without Rodri, who did his ACL. That is a fact. That is why putting money on Liverpool for this year, purely based off that and that alone, Rodri's a chance to win the Ballon d'Or. Like, he's doing his ACLs, maybe giving it back to Vinicius. But I'd argue that Rodri won everything. He won the Premier League. He won the European Championship as well with Spain and was one of the best players. I don't know, was he voted player of the tournament? I think he was. Crazy stuff. Trust me, have a little money on Liverpool. Watch their games. Go back through some of their highlights. If you don't believe me, watch what they're doing. They have a crazy-ass team. They beat Chelsea. Chelsea's like very unpredictable, but Chelsea's stacked. Spurs, dude, I'm pro-Ange, man. Spurs are humming. Spurs, every time, I don't know what it is with Ange now this year. Every time he drops a point or something goes wrong, they start hammering him. Fuck that. Ange is a GOAT, bro. Ange is a GOAT. Ange has not spent much money this year. He went hard on Solanke because he had to. But I'd argue some of the other teams over the last 3-4 years have spent a big amount as well. And Ange has kind of adopted a large part of his squad. So he's trying to sign these players that are perfect fits from a football standpoint. He's playing high-risk football, and people are complaining about it. It's what you want to watch. But I don't know where they'll end up because Aston Villa is like unbelievable. Arsenal have such a good team. Brighton, Chelsea, Tottenham, Nottingham Forest have started okay. I mean, I can't see how Man U's going to get up the ladder. Put it that way. There's a lot of good teams in front of them that maybe don't get the credit that they deserve. Anywho, we have 13 minutes to go. How many teams can actually win the league, Jake? Honestly, I'll probably say I'll still keep Arsenal in there. At the top 3 right now. Only out of them 3 can win, in my opinion. And realistically, coming into the season, it was only Man City and Arsenal that I would have said could have won it. Arsenal probably should have found a way to win the last 2 years. They had a few pieces that they missed. They didn't have an out-and-out striker. They took a risk. They've stocked up their defense. They've brought in some players. Havertz is moved forward. So Arsenal's definitely there, but they've dropped points. They're dropping points a bit more this year, Arsenal, earlier. They usually started well. Liverpool is the fucking real deal, man. Real deal. I'm telling you. This coach they've got is a signing and a half.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.